everyone, thank you so much for joining me. My name is Zoe. This is going to be a Hatha style yoga class, so grab your mat, 2 blocks or books, a towel or blanket, and let's get started. So we're going to start today standing. So you can come to the front of your mat, step your feet under your hips, roll your shoulders down your back, stack your shoulders over your hips, and then let your neck stack all the way on top of that. Nice long spine. Good. You can let your palms face forward or bring your hands together in front of your heart in Anjali Mudra. You can let your eyes fall closed here, or pick a point on the ground to gaze at with soft and unfocused gaze. Just take a few breaths here to tune in. Tune into how you're doing today. Feel all the places on your feet that are touching the mat. Feel the ground pressing up from below. Notice your breath coming in and out. Notice how it feels. And then whatever other sensations arise naturally, see if you can tune into those as they come up. And then see if you can carry this awareness of sensation through the rest of class today. So maybe set an objective for yourself, set an intention to just be aware as you go about class. Just be really aware of every feeling, every sensation, of your breath, and tune into the present moment. Okay, when you're ready, you can inhale, reach your fingertips up and overhead, get long through your spine, reach all the way up. Exhale, let your arms float down to your sides, palms face forward. Inhale one more time, reach your fingertips up overhead, look up. And then exhale, let your hands come down to your sides, palm face forward in Tadasana. One more time, inhale, reach up, look up. And then this time, as you exhale, let your body fall over towards the right. Just find a little C shape down towards the ground on the right. Feel your left side body get long up toward the sky. And then inhale, come back up towards middle. Exhale, tip down to the other side. You can keep a little bend in your knees. You can look up to your elbow, down to the ground. And then inhale, come back up, reach up. Exhale, let your hands come back down into Tadasana. Good. Maybe shake it out. You can roll your shoulders one direction to the other. You can let your chin roll around in a circle, stretching out the back of your neck. Again, just a reminder to tune in to the sensations in your body, and then if you want to, you can act on them. So if you feel tight in your neck, maybe roll it around. You feel tight in your shoulders, cold in your shoulders, maybe give them a few loops. Just notice. Great, and then inhale, reach your fingertips up to the sky. One more time, exhale, let yourself tip in a C shape down to the right. One full breath here, in, feel your ribs expand up towards the sky. Exhale, let yourself tip just a tiny bit more. And then inhale, come back up, reach up. Exhale, tip down to the left. Full breath in. See lengthen through your right side body. Full breath out. So you tip just a little more towards the ground. And then your next inhale, come back up towards middle. Good. And your arms come back down to Tadasana. And again, you can shake it out. Roll your shoulders. Stretch your neck from side to side. You roll your ankles one direction and then the other. And then inhale, reach back up toward the sky again. As you exhale, pivot your belly button over towards the left. And your arms come out wide to a T. You keep your hips pointed towards the front of the room, so if your feet are falling open or your knees are falling open, just pivot your hips back towards the front of your mat. And then let your torso twist open towards the left. You can look back at your thumb or out to the side. Inhale here, get long and broad through your chest, across your shoulders. One more inhale here. And then exhale, untwist. You can let your arms come down. Good. Shake it out here. And then inhale, reach your fingertips back up towards the sky. Exhale, so you pivot your belly button over towards the right. Stretch your arms out wide to a T shape. Get long from fingertip to fingertip. One full breath here. Inhale to get long up towards the sky. Exhale as you pivot just a little bit more. One more inhale. And then exhale. Come back towards middle. You can shake it out. Good. Inhale, reach everything up towards the sky. One last big breath in, look up. Then exhale, fold forward. Come down over your legs. Your hands can find your blocks, can find the mat, can land somewhere on your legs. Inhale, come up to a flat back, halfway lift. Then exhale, fold down again. Keep a pretty good bend in your knees. You can find some support under your hands, or just let yourself hang heavy. Maybe find a gentle rock from side to side. Let's take a few breaths here to feel into it. Feel into your first forward fold. And then you can plant your hands on the mat and land one knee and then the other, come down into your tabletop. Good. From here, press down into the mat with your hands and the tops of your feet. Get long through your spine. Exhale, bring your belly button in towards your spine, so engage your core muscles. Good. On your next inhale, drop your belly. Tilt your nose up towards the ceiling and your tailbone up towards the ceiling. Look up, breathe in into cow spine. Exhale, press the mat away with your hands, with the tops of your feet. Look down towards the mat. Exhale into cat spine. Inhale, drop down towards the mat. Get broad across your shoulders. Look up. Inhale. Exhale, press the mat away. Lift the back of your heart up towards the sky. Let your nose come down towards the ground. Take a few more rounds of cat-cow. It's at your own pace. See if you can really feel into every sensation. Maybe you've done this a million times and you kind of tune it out. You're tuning it out, maybe notice it like it's fresh. Because it is fresh. Every day is different. Or maybe this is your first time or one of your first times and you're worried about doing it right. Just maybe put that aside for a moment and just notice how it feels. Good. On your next inhale, you can come back towards a flat tabletop spine. And then inhale, stretch your right toes out long behind you. You can press into your heel, get a little bit of a calf stretch. Good. And then twist your foot so it's in line with your kneeling foot here. So press that foot down into the ground and then reach your right fingertips up to a block, up to the sky. Get a little pivot open here. You can spin your back knee more perpendicular with your mat or keep it in line, whatever's comfortable here. Take a big breath in. And then on your next inhale, press down into the mat with your bottom hand. Pull contraction into the center with your knee, with your foot. Come up into a kneeling warrior two. Get broad across your fingertips. Look over your front hand, your extended left fingertips. Inhale here. As you exhale, land your right hand on your back leg and your right leg. And then reach your left fingertips up toward the sky. A kneeling, surrendering warrior. You can look up to the sky or down at your foot. Inhale, get long through your left side body. Exhale as you tip over just a little bit more. And then inhale, come back up, arms come to a T. Find your kneeling warrior two. One more big breath in. And then exhale, tilt forward. Land your bottom hand, reach up to the sky. And then land your right hand, step your right knee back in line. I'm going to spin around this way, and we'll go to the other side. You can stay in whatever orientation you like. Okay, inhale, extend your left foot out long behind you. Get some energy going into your foot, into your heel, stretch out your calf, and then pivot on your toe so your foot comes down to the mat. Good. Once you feel stable in your bottom leg, you can spin this one out if that's more comfortable. Root down into your right hand. Reach your left fingertips up to the sky this time. Inhale, get long and broad from fingertip to fingertip. And then pull contraction from your foot in towards your kneeling knee. Energy into your center to rise up long into your kneeling warrior two. Good. Look out over your right fingertips. Reach out long. Long breath here. And then on your next exhale, you can land your left hand onto your left leg and start to tip back towards the back of your mat. You can reach your right fingertips over your ear as you fall down towards your leg a little bit more. Inhale here, feel your right side body expand. Exhale, tilt down just a little bit more. And then inhale, come back up, kneeling warrior two. Gaze out to the front of your mat. Pull energy into your center with your legs. And then as you exhale, start to tip down towards the mat. Land your right hand, reach your left fingertips up for one more breath. And then exhale, you can land your hand, land your knee back down on the mat. Good. Maybe shake it out. Find some hip circles. Maybe you roll out one wrist or the other. And then root down into your hands, spread your fingertips wide, really grip into the mat. And tuck your toes underneath. So your bottoms of your toes are pressing into the mat. Inhale here, exhale, press the mat away, hover your knees, engage your core. Press everything down into the ground as you hold yourself up. And then exhale, land back down. You can untuck your toes. You can roll it around. And then one more time, spread your fingers, plant your toes, strong down into the mat, and then lift up your knees, and then keep going, press your hips up to the sky, and then as you exhale, slide your hips towards the back of your mat, so the weight of your lower body comes down closer over your feet. Good, find your downward facing dog. You can walk your feet out, bend one knee and then the other. And then on your next inhale, you can start to walk up towards your hands. Take little steps all the way up to the front of your mat. And when you get there, you can find your forward fold. Inhale to lift up halfway. Exhale as you fold back down. Keep a bend in your knee. Really root down with your feet into the mat. And then on your next inhale, start to roll up, stacking one vertebra on another. Leave your neck for last, your head for last. And when you get to the top, reach up. And then exhale, let your palms float down. Find Tadasana, good. Take a minute here. You can close your eyes and focus your gaze. Tune back in. Tune back into your body. How do you feel now? Is it different than you felt at the beginning? Maybe the same. What sensations arise? What thoughts arise? What feelings arise? Just let them come into your awareness. Just tune into your experience of the present moment, whatever that may be. Good. On your next inhale, reach your hands up overhead. Keep your arms wide. Spread your fingertips apart. And then look down at the mat. Step your feet out a little bit wider than hip width. Good. Find a star shape. And then rotate your feet slightly out. So your toes are maybe slightly out. They can stay towards the front of the mat if that's more comfortable. But maybe try and find a little bit of space between your toes. And then as you exhale, start to squat down. So your knees bend. And inhale here, your arms can come down to your legs. Maybe in front of your heart. Take a big breath in here. Full inhale, full exhale. Notice what sensations are coming up. Maybe good ones, maybe they're not that comfortable. That's okay. Inhale, press down into the ground, rise up. Great. Okay, so you can pivot your left foot towards the front edge of your mat, and then slide your back heel. You can walk your foot out a little bit. So your front toes are pointed towards the front of your mat, and your back heel is maybe pointed towards the back corner of your mat. Your toes are in a comfortable position. So find your warrior two here. Good. Take a minute to settle in. Exhale, bend into your front knee. Then inhale, reach your fingertips out wide. Maybe look over your left fingertips out towards the front of your mat. Inhale here, get long. Exhale, sink down in. And again, whatever sensations come up for you, just notice what they are. Just tune into the feeling. Okay, inhale, you can land your left forearm on your left leg, and then reach your right fingertips over your ear. Get long in the right side body. Find extended side angle. Good. One breath here. Really long from fingertip down to your toe. And then inhale, come back up into your warrior two, and then land your right hand on your right leg. This time reach your left fingertips up and over your ear. Find surrendering warrior. And then let your left side body get long. Inhale, stretching from finger to toe on this side. Exhale, maybe tipping down just a little bit more. And then pull energy into your center. Contract everything into the center as you rise back up on your warrior two. One more time. One breath in. Long breath out. On your next inhale, you can extend your front leg, pivot your toes back in, maybe walk it in a little bit. Find your star. Good. Exhale, your hands can come down. Maybe shake it out, maybe roll it around. And then when you're ready, you can pivot your right toes toward the front of your mat, or the back of your mat. Maybe walk your foot out and find your warrior two on this side. Good. Inhale to get long across the front of your hips. Exhale, sink down into your front leg. And as you inhale, reach your arms out to a T. Maybe this time look over your right fingertips. Find your warrior two on this side. Inhale, get broad across your collarbones. Exhale, sink down in. Again, whatever sensations you may be feeling right now. Maybe none. Maybe many. Just notice what they are. Just really feel into it. And then on your next inhale, you can land your left forearm on top of your leg. Reach your left fingertips over your ear. Feet long through your side body. Exhale, tip down. Fingertips to toe. One long line. And then on your next inhale, you can come back up towards middle. And then land your left hand on your left leg. Tip over, find surrendering warrior on this side. And this time, let your right side body get long. As you tip a little further down towards the ground. Inhale to reach your fingertips overhead. Exhale, sink into your front leg a little bit more. And then inhale, come back up towards warrior two. Take one last full breath here. Inhale, get long. Exhale, sink down. And then inhale, come back up, extend your leg, pivot your toes back in, maybe walk your toes back in towards middle, find star. Good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, let your hands come down to your hips. And then you can look down at the ground and step one foot and then the other back in towards middle. Find your Tadasana. Let your palms face forward. Let your eyes fall closed. That's comfortable. Take a few breaths here. Tune in to the sensations. Notice what you're feeling physically, emotionally. If thoughts have been coming into your mind, just maybe acknowledge them, notice what they are. And then on your next inhale, you can let your eyes come back open. Look down at your feet and really spread your toes in your left foot. So get really wide and strong in your left foot base. And let your weight come down into your left foot. Start to lighten up the weight in your right toes. So maybe your toes, or do a little kickstand on the mat. Good. And then your next inhale, maybe lift your leg up to a block, maybe up in front of you. Hold here. Then your next inhale, start to extend the foot out in front of you. Good. And then exhale, sweep this foot down. You can land it back into Tadasana. Shake it out. And then rock your weight down into your right foot. Get wide in your toes. And start to lighten up the weight in your left foot. So you can come to the ball of your foot, maybe to a block. And then inhale, start to pick this leg all the way up. Maybe your foot forms a little 4 shape or an H shape. And then start to kick this foot out in front of you. Good. One inhale here. And then exhale, step this foot down. Inhale, reach your fingertips up and overhead. Exhale, fold it down, find forward fold. Keep a deep bend in your knee. Let the crown of your head fall towards the ground. Inhale, lift up halfway, find a flat spine. Exhale, fold forward. And then on your next inhale, start to roll back up, vertebra by vertebra. Back up towards standing, reach your fingertips up and overhead. Exhale, come back towards Tadasana. Good. Again, your hands can land on your hips if that's comfortable, and press your weight down into your left foot. So spread your toes wide. Lighten up the weight in your right foot. And then pivot your right knee out 90 degrees. Maybe your knee points to the back of your mat. And slide your heel in towards your standing ankle. Good. You find some balance here. You can bend, keep a little bend in your standing knee. And if you want to, you can start to slide this foot up to your calf. That's comfortable. Or maybe you slide it all the way up to your inner thigh. You can use your hands to help you. And then press your foot into your leg, leg into your foot. Reach your fingertips up and overhead. Find your tree, Vrikshasana. Inhale here, grow long up into the sky. Exhale, root down into the ground. Really tap in to the feeling of your foot connection to the earth. Tap into the feeling of your inner sense of balance. Maybe you don't feel balanced, maybe you feel kind of tippy, like a tree in the wind, and that's okay. Just notice what sensations come up. One last inhale here, get tall towards the sky, and exhale. Slide your foot back down and then step back into Tadasana. Good. You can shake it out. You roll your ankles around and give it a little kick. And then when you're ready, other side. So root down into your right foot this time. Spread your toes out wide. Really feel the connection of every part of your foot on the mat. And when you're ready, open up your left leg. So your knee points towards the back of your mat. And slide your heel in towards your ankle. Good. You can stay here. Or if you feel stable, you can slide your foot up your calf. Or maybe slide it all the way to your inner thigh. And then squeeze in everything together. Wherever your foot and your leg touch, really press leg into foot, foot into leg. And use that center contraction to grow your branches up towards the sky. Good. Inhale here. Get long up towards the sky. Feel the wind in your leaves. Exhale. Send a root deep down into the ground. Really feel it come out of the bottom of your foot, all the way into your mat, all the way down into the earth. And again, tune in to the feelings in your body, maybe the wind against your fingers, the mat against your foot. And then inhale, reach up one more time. Exhale, slide with control your foot back down. And then step back down into Tadasana. Then you can shake out your leg, maybe roll out your ankle. And inhale, reach up one more time. Exhale, dive down. Find forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. And then exhale, you can plant your hands on the mat, bend into your knees. And come have a seat on your mat. And hold on to your legs as you roll gently down to the mat. And everything down. Good. You can keep your knees bent up towards the sky. And then lay your left leg out long. You can hug your right knee in towards your chest. Squeeze or little circles with your hands. And on your next exhale, you can use your hands to twist your bent knee all the way over your body. Land it down on the left side of your mat. Reach your fingertips out wide, maybe look over your right shoulder. And your knee doesn't have to come all the way down to the ground. Maybe come down to a block or your fist. Just inhale, get long, exhale, let yourself twist open. Just let gravity do the work here. And then you can use your hands to guide your knee back in towards center, roll everything back down. And this time, lay your right leg out long on the mat, step your left knee in. Hug your knee in towards your chest, give it a little squeeze with your hands. You rock it and roll it in a little bit of a circle. And on your next exhale, you can use your hands to twist your bent knee all the way over your body. Just inhale, get long, exhale, let yourself twist open. Just let gravity do the work here. And then you can use your hands to guide your knee back in towards center, roll everything back down. And then step your feet up to the sky. Soles of your feet reach up towards the ceiling. And then reach up with your hands, find somewhere to make contact with your legs. And just give a gentle rock from side to side. And then you can slide your knees back and towards each other, wrap your arms around, give yourself a big squeeze down into a little ball. Let everything condense down into your seed, a little seed that fell from your tree. And then inhale, slide everything down to the mat. And your feet can fall out wide, the backs of your hands can come down to the ground. Let yourself come into your Shavasana. We'll take one more breath in together. Inhale. Feel the breath flow all the way in from your nose, all the way into your chest, all the way down into your belly. And then exhale. Feel it come all the way out. And just take a few minutes and let yourself be supported by the earth. Just let yourself be carried along. You can stay here as long as you like. If you're ready to move on with your day, you can bring your awareness back down into your feet and your hands. Back down into your feet and your hands. Just feel the air touching your fingers, touching the bottoms of your feet. Feel the mat underneath your heels, underneath the backs of your hands. And then with control, start to bend your toes, bend your fingers. Feel how it feels to bring a little wiggle. Just wake up your body in an unhurried way. You can bring yourself back up to a seat. Inhale, get long through the crown of your head, long through your spine. Exhale, let your spine stack one vertebra on top of Another. Inhale one more time, get long up toward the sky. Exhale, find a nice tall seat. And you can let one hand come to your heart and the other hand fold on top. And let your chin come down towards your chest. Bow your head down towards your heart. Take a moment to find some gratitude for yourself for practicing today. Send a little thank you into yourself. Notice how it feels to send and receive gratitude towards yourself. Thank you very much for practicing with me today, and I hope to see you again soon.